Hello, Kiki.
Yo,
Hello, hello, hello. I'm still
Yeah.
a little hoarse. I apologize to everybody.
no
Anybody
worries.
that follows me knows normally my voice is like up in the rafter, very high pitched voice. But this is what I got. But I'm excited to be here.
Oh,
Ah,
that's
thank you,
great.
thank you for
That's
hopping
great.
on.
First of all, I want to say a massive thank you to you for honoring our invitation. You didn't say no when we DM'd you, so thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to just sit back and chat with us. So
Mm,
thank you.
mm.
My pleasure, my pleasure. I've been partying hard. I wish. I wish it was some partying. I do. I wish. I wish.
Bassett says her background alone is fire. Yeah, bro. Crazy shoe in the background.
I see the De La Souls.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yo.
Yep. Repping hard.
Right.
Thank you.
Anyway,
Thank
Kiki, could you please tell us a bit about yourself so the people who don't know could know who Kiki is?
you. Yes, yes, yes. So you don't follow me. I am Kiki, Qckikicutie on IG. The QC is because I'm from the Queen City. I'm from Charlotte, North Carolina, and I'm always gonna be QC till I die. Kiki, of course, is my nickname, and Cutie because I think I'm cute. So
Facts.
that's how I got my name. Everybody's like, "What is that? What does that mean?" And I always break it down. They're like, "Oh, okay, that makes sense." But
Nice.
I've been collecting for a while.
Mm.
I think it shocks people sometimes how long I've been collecting. Because I don't think I look as old as I am, even though I'm still young. But I've been collecting over 20 years now. So
Ooh.
I usually say my start date was about 2002. And I say that because that's when I started working at Champs. But
Oh,
I was into sneakers even before then, from, elementary, middle school. But I say 2002 because that's when I started working at Champs. And honestly, that's when my collection just started
yeah.
going crazy because my check was pretty much just buying sneakers. So, but I love it. Like I'm still newer to the social media aspect of sneakers, which I think a lot of people, when I came on and really started posting more, people were like, "Who is this chick? Where did she come from?" And it's like when you look at my collection, you're like, "Well, she can't be new to it because some of the stuff she's pulling is like,
Way,
what?"
way back, yeah.
So I be going way back sometimes. So, but yeah, I mean, I love sneakers. It's something that I've always done. I don't see myself stopping. I don't see
Yeah.
myself not collecting anymore. Like people ask me, do I think I'll like outgrow it? Nah. I've been doing it this long. I think it's just a part of me.
Mm.
It's one of my outlets. I love it. Like
Yeah.
I'm truly passionate about sneakers. I really do love it. I got a room full of them, unfortunately, but I love them. That's my thing. So
Nice.
that's me. I'm very positive.
Nice.
I love to have fun.
Love that.
I'm very, very, very motivating. I'm a personal trainer by my career. That's what I do. So I'm super motivating, super positive, and I just like to have fun. That's pretty much me in a nutshell.
That's it. That's it. Love that. Love that. Love that. Kiki, if you could try and go back in time and recollect your earliest or the fondest memory of you when it comes to sneakers, what would it be?
So I have a couple. The first one was a pair of LA Gears, which is funny because everybody's like, "Well, what's the first sneaker that made you like, you know what? This is my thing. I really love sneakers." It was a pair of light up LA Gears. A lot of people may not know what that is. Like I said, I'm aging myself a little bit, but it was literally the light up sneakers. And the pair that I had like the sock that you could flip inside out.
Yeah.
Had like a neoprene sock, so you could flip it out and it would just be
Mm.
pink and like purple, or you could flip it and it would be like this funky 90s print on the inside. So I love the fact, and it had like a clear panel so you could see, which
Yeah.
one it was. But to me, that was a shoe that was like, I got to show my personality.
Yeah.
I wear my shoes based on my
Yeah.
mood. So when I come in here, it's like, how do I feel? What am I doing today? What's my vibe? So that shoe was really the first shoe I was like, I can express myself through my
Mm-hmm.
sneaker. And I really fell in love with sneakers with that shoe. Like I was walking around lighting it up, literally. And then the second one was a pair that I actually still have, or I had to get back. I had to actually get it back. But it's my 1996 Air Flight Turbulence. That is a shoe that I got with my best friend who passed away in 2015. So it's my most sentimental pair. I'll never get rid of it. Anytime somebody asks me what's my favorite pair in my collection, it's always going to be that one for that reason, because that's the sneaker we got together on my birthday back in the day, 1996. So I'll never get rid of that sneaker. Like that's my baby. That's my baby.
Yeah. May she rest in perfect peace.
Kiki, looking at your collection, you've got quite the diverse collection, and I just wanted to know, coming up in the sneaker scene, were there people you looked up to that kind of influence the diversity in your sneaker? Because there's some people that just strictly just, you know, Jordans and Jordan 1s and whatnot, but yours seems like broad.
You know, I can't really pinpoint one person. I can't say that there was somebody that I looked up to or I was around that was like made me. I really just kind of, it's me. You know, it really came from really me, and my collection is definitely me. I don't, you know, try to buy things because other people have it. I don't care if people like it or not, as long as I like it. But like influence wise, I definitely say just women of the 90s in general, just seeing all of the women in different magazines and the videos and just behind the scenes of the rappers back then, looking at them and what they had on foot. I tell people, if you go back and look at those pictures, they were rocking the Huaraches, all of the Jordans, all of the Air Forces. So that seeing that was like, influences my style today, because that's a lot of where I get my influence from, how I dress present day. But just collecting in general is really just me. I can't really say I have people that I'm like, they inspired me or anything. It's really just me. It's just like I just love sneakers. I will say, I take that back. My mom, she's not into sneakers, but she's into shoes. So she's what made me fall in love with shoes. She has a lot of heels and heel boots and just shoes in general. She's not a big sneaker person, but she has a crazy shoe collection. So she kind of made me fall in love with shoes, and then I just went the sneaker route with it, basically.
Love that.
Have you
I was listening to Mr.
shoe battle yet?
Have I what?
Have you had a shoe battle yet?
Yes.
Like you have with your mom.
Yes.
Who won?
I steal her shoes, so she's still always gonna win because I still take hers. We wear the same size shoes, so I'll be like, "Ma, you want these? Yeah, these."
Okay. Even better.
Nice. Kiki, you I was watching the show, IG show, If the Shoe Fits with Mr. Miller. And you mentioned, you actually spoke about the LA Gear light up shoes. So I already had a question in mind in regards to that. Okay. You know, you said that when you wore that shoe, everything just like it was crazy. Like the feeling you had when you wore that shoe was insane. I want to know, is there a shoe that you have worn which is giving you the opposite reaction?
That's a good question. I don't think so. Because if I buy it, there's a reason why I buy it. So usually when I sneaker, whether it be online or in person, it's something about that shoe that draws me in, or something about it that's like, that's me, or I could do that. So I really don't have any pairs in here that I like regret or never wear or never would wear. That's just not how I buy, which is what I love. I buy what I like. I don't buy because it's hype. I don't buy because it's cool or people say I'm supposed to have it in my collection. I have a lot of sneakers that people say, oh, you're not a sneakerhead if you don't have the shoe. There's a lot of them I don't have, but they can't say, oh, you're not. They can't say I'm not a sneakerhead though. But there are shoes I don't have that everybody thinks you're supposed to have that are like staples. I don't have them. So I can't really say there is a pair that's made me feel like that, because if I buy it, there's a reason why I bought it. So
So as someone who's been collecting sneakers for a very long time, when you're buying shoes now, what's the main thing you look out for when it comes to sneakers?
I'm very cheap, so price. I'm super cheap. People don't believe how cheap I am. I am really cheap. I am like, they be like, dang, Key, really? I be like, I was just messaging one of my homeboys. I think he popped in, but he was asking me about a shoe if I was gonna get it. And I said, yeah, I'm gonna get it, but I'm just waiting for it to drop down some more. So I'll sit and wait because I have so many other sneakers. I'm not in a rush to buy anything. Like I don't
Yep.
need it. So
Yep.
I'll wait for the shoe to drop until like it's dirt cheap, then I'll buy it. So I'm super cheap. And there are some shoes that I jump on, you know, because I know they're probably gonna sell out and the value's gonna go up. Then I will try to get them. But I'll wait for a sneaker for years and then buy it when it's like everybody forgets about it and I can get it for like $50, $60. I'm super cheap.
No, you know what? I think that's actually you being very smart. It's because with the way the economy is, you have to be smart about your spending, else you're gonna end up spending your entire paycheck on shoes.
Your money, all your money, because they have so many drops every week. It's like, how do you keep up? There's like 4 to 5, 6 drops a day. It seems like now, and it's like, and some people that's buying. I'm like, where do you work at? I need to. Where you work at? Are they hiring? Because you just bought 6 pairs at $150 to $200 a piece. Like, what do you do for a living? Because I'm clearly in the wrong profession.
I love that.
So, talking about prices, the Jordan 4 breads, the reimagines, are you going for them, or you're waiting for them to sit?
I'm
definitely not going.
I'm gonna go for them because I don't think they're gonna sit.
Nah.
I don't think that's gonna be a sitting one. And that like you said, that's about playing the game. You gotta think I've been in this game for so long. I kind of know when to sit, when to go. It's like almost like playing poker. Like you gotta know when to. But just knowing how it is, with that being an OG colorway, and with that leather, and I've only heard great things about it. A couple of my homeboys already have pairs, so I don't think that's gonna be what I'm gonna sit on. I'm gonna go ahead and try to get that when that release because I don't see the resale being below retail after that. It's gonna be definitely above. It might not be crazy, and it may drop eventually, but I know initially it's gonna be above retail for sure.
Yeah. Kiki, you know, being a woman and you loving sneakers and being on social media, there's a lot of people attention coming in. Are there any misconceptions or stereotypes when it comes to women in sneakers? And if there are, how do you address them? Yeah.
Man, there's so many. There's so many. One, it's usually, there's a few different things. There's always this challenge of, do I really know sneakers? There's always that challenge. Well, you don't know. You just buying it because it's cute. But it's like, no, I probably know more about it than you do. I'm sure I do. Just from being on the retail side for so many years, I know a lot about sneakers. I really do.
Yeah.
But there's also this misconception that it's not feminine or it's not ladylike or sexy. I get that all the time. For me, I find it as a challenge to make sneakers sexy. I think that you can still be very feminine and wear your sneakers. I don't think it makes you masculine. I think I get a lot of compliments, you know, when I'm out of my sneakers. Oh my God, you look so cute. And men do find it sexy. Some do. So that's another one. And then I think it's just in general, just a lot of insecurity, I think, from the man's side of a woman in sneakers. Because I tell people, especially when I'm just meeting a man in person, I tell them, a lot of people don't see this room. I keep it under wraps. This door stays closed and it has a sign on it. And I don't show people this often because there's a lot of judgment. And then too, like I said, the ego, sometimes the men can be a little fragile. And I warned them, you know, initially, like, I probably have more sneakers than you. But that doesn't mean anything to me. It's not, you shouldn't take that as a knock. It shouldn't insult your pride. But 9 times out of 10, I definitely probably have more sneakers than you do. But it's okay. It's not a problem. It's not a problem.
Imagine telling a man that and he just walks away shamefully. Like, shit.
Like,
no
you can't handle it. I don't know what to tell you. But it's I did it for so long. To be honest, I wouldn't say hid, because people knew. If you're around me, you knew I had them. But I wasn't very vocal or showing what I had, you know, 3, 4, 5 years ago, because of that stigma of being a woman that has this many sneakers or likes sneakers that much. I just didn't feel like dealing with the backlash and the hate. So I just kept it to myself. It's for me anyway. It's not for anybody else. So once I started showing, you know, my collection, it was like, whoa, You know, it was crazy. And I still get a lot of hate, but I don't really, it doesn't bother me. I'm very confident in who I am as a person. So I just kind of shrug it off and laugh and, you know, like, thanks for commenting, or I always have something smart to say back, but it really doesn't bother me at this point. I just think it's comical. Really, I really do. From the one side, it's fun because there's a lot of women that I feel like are more comfortable now and more confident. I always tell a lot of my guy friends and males, you know, in this sneaker space, be very welcoming to women because they have really dope collections, but a lot of them are very hesitant to show and come forward because they don't want to deal with the scrutiny, judgment. I'm constantly judged on how I look, my body, everything, all the time, every post, about what I'm wearing, how I'm wearing it, but mainly about my looks and my body. That's the biggest thing. And a lot of women just don't want to deal with that. So they keep their collections pretty quiet. They don't post their sneakers and stuff for that reason. So for me, I kind of took it on my back to be the voice and be out in front because I can handle it. I had two older brothers. They used to roast me so bad. And I tell people there's nothing you can say to hurt my feelings at this point that my brothers haven't already called me. So it's like, bring it on. But yeah, I encourage more women to be comfortable and come out and get into this sneaker space. So I've been very inviting. And all of 2024, I've been really trying to do more women things and kind of rally around other women in this space to kind of unite us so we can have a bigger presence in the sneaker community.
Yeah. Kiki, I really commend you on that because it's been the conversation like past 2 years or so, you know, getting women involved in the sneaker space. So I really commend you on that and keep pushing.
And I saw that your IG live you did when you invited some of the women on there. You specifically did an IG live for women, and that's great. Keep it up.
Yes. I'm big on that. Like that's my big goal. One of my big goals for 2024 is to go to as many events as I can, especially women, you know, specific all over. So I'm going to be traveling all over the country this year. Literally, that's my goal, is to mix and mingle and meet as many people as I can this year. That's my goal.
Oh, good luck. Good luck. I love that answer. I think we have Qckics here, so big shout outs to Qckics. We have to give little shout outs there. And so we've spoken about your diverse collection, different silhouettes. But if you had to pick your top 3 silhouettes of all time, which one would it be?
I suck at questions like this. That is so hard. And I tell people it's so hard for me because they're like my babies for real. It's almost like asking you to pick your favorite child. God, that's a hard question. I don't even know if I can answer that one because it's.
Should we put a pin on that?
I love.
Should we put a pin on that?
Yeah, put a pin on that because it really depends on the day and like it's always hard for me to pick top anything. Anytime I'm on a show or one of my shows and we do top anything, I'm always like sweating and stretching because I'm like, I don't know what to pull. I'm like, it's so many. I'm just like, put a pin in that.
I'll put a pin in that. Okay, how about this? What's like the craziest thing or the wildest experience you've ever gone through for a pair of shoes?
You know, I'm pretty boring when it comes to that. And the reason why I say that, because I was blessed to work in the store for like 7 or 8 years. So during those days of like camping out and stuff, I was actually working in the store. So I never had to camp, you know what I mean? So I'm kind of blessed in that sense to where I didn't have to camp out. I know everybody has the really cool stories of camping out and being in the cold and socializing and having your coffee. And I don't have those stories because like I said, I was blessed to work in the store. So I really don't have any like super crazy, you know, stories about anything. I had to jump through any hoops to get stuff. It's usually, and even after I stopped working in the stores, I built connections still with people, which I tell people I want to get us back to that too, of building those connections, going into the stores, talking to these people, especially since now we have all these resale shops now. I try to make it a purpose to go around to visit each one and just talk to them and kind of build a relationship. And once you do that, they'll look out for you. You know, you be like, hey, I'm looking for this. They're like, oh, when we get it in, we'll hit you up. So I've always had that sense of networking and building community and building relationships. And like I said, being on the retail side, I never really had to fight. I would just write my name on the top of the box and it's mine. So I'm kind of boring with that.
Yeah.
And I actually have some, but still my name on the top of the box, literally from back in the day. So I don't really have any crazy stories, really, that I can think of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Sorry,
no,
boring.
no, it's fine. And I've seen that you started the Black History Month,
Yes.
what you call it, daily outfit thing. So if you had to pick your favorite Black History Month sneaker, which one would it be?
I definitely wouldn't say it's my favorite, but it was my first. So
Okay.
it has a little special place in my heart because it's the one that started my Black History Month collection.
Yeah.
I have a very extensive Black History Month collection, and there's one right there too. I haven't worn those yet, but I haven't met anybody that has more than I do. I would love to, but I have. I'm trying to get all of them, no matter what brand. Some New Balances, Pumas, Converse, Nikes, Jordans. If it's a Black History Month edition, I'm getting it. If they make it in my size, I'm getting it. I can't get the Black History Month 3s. I'm so pissed about that. It didn't make my size, so I'll never have those.
Oh.
Very pissed about that. But it's the I can pull it if you want to
Yes,
see it.
yes,
Right
please.
there.
Yes, please.
Bless us.
And I had these on the other day. On what was it, Thursday? That was the first day of Black History Month. But this was this is the Jordan 1 high.
Ooh.
Like I said, this was my first Black History Month pair that I got. So it kind of has a special place when it comes to this collection. Because once I got this one in, I was kind of hooked. Because the details that they do on these are so crazy.
Yep.
The colors, they always have good quality. So this is definitely one of my faves. This is this is one of my babies. I think this is a 2016 pack, I think, that they did, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, this is my baby. Love the colors, love the details. But yeah, I wouldn't say it's my favorite, but it's my first. Yep. So it has a special place in my heart. Fair, and it knows it's got the Jordan on the back. Everybody hates on that sometimes, but it's okay. They don't know the history. Okay, totally fine. Totally fine.
Let me ask a little controversial question. So what are your thoughts on mids?
Oh, I'm so glad you asked. So glad you asked. Because that's where I was going with it. So I have been trying to figure out, and I've been wanting somebody to pinpoint exactly at what point or what happened to where there was all of this thing where they're like, mids are trash. Everybody hate mids now. And I'm just scratching my head because I'm trying to figure out, when did this happen? Like, at what point or what person said, you know what, we should all hate mids? And everybody was like, yeah, let's do it. I own mids. I have mids in my collection, and I will continue to have them. I have the new loves, and it's so funny because every time I pull a mid, when I pull it, they go, oh, but yeah, that was the exception. How? Yeah. It's still a mid. And if you go back to then when they were doing the new loves, all the early 2000s, there was no mid on the box. I don't think people don't realize that. If I pull my alphas, I have the Jordan 1 alphas, that's a mid, the one with Jordan on the pen. Yeah. It doesn't say mid on the box. People don't realize that. So at some point, I don't know when, they decided, oh, mids are trash. But once I'm pulling these iconic mids, then all of a sudden, oh, but nah, not that one. That was different. It's a mid. You have the Melody Asani, which is mid, with the watch on it, which everybody, that's a mid color. Like, I don't understand. The blue, the grape, that's a mid. Beautiful shoe. I'll never be able to have it. Didn't make my size. I'm salty about that. The Sheila Rashid Jordan 1, that's a mid. All these great mids. So I don't understand why people hate mids. If you don't like them and you don't want to wear them, I totally respect that. Because some people, like, they just don't look good on my foot or for whatever reason. Yeah. That's your personal preference. But I just don't like the narrative now where they're saying mids are trash. And if you wear mids, then you're trash or you're lame. because I wish
Yeah.
somebody would say that to me, because I wear mine proudly. And I've never had nobody say, well, you lame. They just say, oh, you rock them. They look good. I know. So I think I want to try to push that narrative and change that, because mids are a part of Jordan history, and they still make them to this day. Yeah. And a lot of people, sometimes that's the only one they can afford.
Yeah.
So I hate that narrative of they're trash, or if you wear mids, you're lame. I could never. That's to each his own, but don't make other people feel bad for wearing a mid, because there are some beautiful mids and there's some history behind the Jordan 1 mid. If you don't understand that, you don't know it, I tell people, go look it up or hit me in my DMs. I will break some history down for you with the Jordan 1 mid and pull some iconic Jordan 1 mids, you know, and then you'll be like, oh, okay. So I hope to change that. I try to wear mids. I'm actually gonna wear some mids tomorrow. There we go. I'm gonna pull my Black History Month mids tomorrow just for y'all. I'll make sure I tag y'all, because I don't understand. I don't understand it. I hate that narrative. If you don't like them, cool, but just don't say other people. Don't make people feel bad for wearing what they like. Don't do that. I never stand for that ever. Even if it's a shoe I don't like or not my preference, I would never say somebody's trash or lame for wearing it. I say, you go, do you. It's just not me, but do you. That's more of the stance I want us to take versus this hate and that's a brick and trash. I hate those words. I hate it.
Kiki, you make some compelling argument. And with that, I want to know your view on fakes, replicas.
Ugh. Now that I'm tired of. So fakes, reps, whatever you want to call them, have been around since forever. It's not a new thing. The only thing that I don't like about it, like I said, they've been a part of our culture since forever. But what annoys me now is that they're so loud and boisterous as to knock people that like authentic shoes and say that we're dumb for buying authentic. And so I'm wondering, again, just like with the mid conversation, at what point did it twist to where, because back in the day, you used to hide the fact that you had a rep or a fake. You weren't proudly saying, I got this from over the waters, I got this from overseas, I got this from, you hid it. You put your jeans over top of it so it show all the imperfections. You know what I mean? Like now it's like, I got these from the gate. I got these for $60 and y'all stupid. When did that happen? So I'm just annoyed with the boisterous of them just being so loud and seeing a lot of these accounts be crazy. They have crazy followings that are telling you, I only buy reps. And this is all I buy. Everything I own is fake. And I'm like, what? Wait a minute, what?
And don't you think it's because of how well replicas are being made now? Because some replicas are really hard to tell apart from the authentic pairs. Do you think that's a factor?
I feel like it could be. I feel like the only reps that I think they have mastered is the Jordan 1, because it's an easy one to replicate. All the rest of them, I don't know about anybody else, but I can usually tell. I don't care how good it looks. Dunks, 4s, there's a lot of 4 replicas. There's always giveaways where I can tell the shape of the shoe, the stitching, all these different things. Like, again, that's just from my eye being around the retail side of it and being around authentic pairs and just being around sneakers for so long. There are some that are really good. That don't mean I'm gonna buy it. I'm still not gonna buy it. There's nothing in here that's ever rep. And somebody asked me that on one of my posts, and I said, let me set the record clear forever on here. Kiondra does not buy reps, never will I. If I can't get it, I just can't get it. I'm not gonna resort to getting the replica just to say I have it. To me, that's more clout chasing than having the passion and the love for the sneaker. Now, some people say, well, it's a waste of money. It's not a waste of money to buy an authentic pair of shoes, because the value of this shoe has gone up. So what I bought it for and what I can resell it, this is an investment. Some of these pairs are investments, meaning it appreciates in value. It doesn't go down. If I buy a rep, that's not going to go up. I got to just basically give it away. even though I only maybe paid $60, $70, $80 for it, it still doesn't have any value versus a real authentic pair actually holds value.
Yes.
So I always combat that when they say, oh, that's a waste of money. You wait. I'm not. This is an investment. God forbid, knock on wood, if I ever fall on hard times, I can sell a few pairs and pay for some bills. You can't do that with reps. You can't do that with fakes.
Yeah.
So
Well said.
you know, unless you're just, you know, unless you're just getting over on people, but it's not a waste of money. It never is. And when I break it down that way, then they like, oh, because I'm like, if you understand it, that's why I love StockX, because it literally is like that. You see the value of the shoe going up and down and what it's worth and the appreciation or the depreciation of a shoe. But that comes with knowledge of knowing it doesn't have value. But I wish that, you know, if you buy reps or fakes, again, I don't judge people. If that's what you want to do, that's in your budget, or that's what you just choose to do, that's on you. But again, don't knock people that buy authentic shoes and say that we're dumb for buying the real thing because you got yours from DH Gate for $64.99 and it looked like crap, or you got colorways that ain't never been invented. So I'm not impressed by it. I don't like the boisterousness of it. They're just like very loud, just like it's almost taken over. That's why I'm like, I get motivated to keep posting content, because now a lot of what I see is people posting content about fakes. Yeah. And they have 50, 60, 80, 90,000 followers. And I'm like, what the F? No.
True.
No.
True.
Y'all can't take over this space. But that's what it feels like. Their voice is getting too big. Yeah. I need us to be like, okay, wait a minute now. Y'all go back over there and sit down over in the corner where y'all used to be. Don't be coming over here. Chill out now. Like,
you can't sit.
I love that. I love that. I love that answer.
Well said.
I love that answer. Yeah, no, great one, Kiki. Great one. Kiki, I'm gonna give you like a multiple choice question now, and it's gonna be like a quick fire thing. So I'll probably say something like white or black, and then you have to quickly answer. You don't think about it. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Okay. All right. And it's just 10 questions. So we're gonna start with first one: Jordan or LeBron James?
Jordan.
Adidas Superstar, Nike Air Force. One.
Nike Air Force.
Okay, dunk high versus dunk low.
Ooh, shit.
Time's up.
Dunk high versus dunk low. Dunk high versus dunk low. Dunk low. Okay, cool. Travis Scott versus Virgil Abloh.
Virgil.
Light up shoes versus glow in the dark shoes.
Light up, because that was my first love.
Airships versus trainer ones.
Ooh, god darn. Wow, that's tough. Why would you do that?
That's an easy one.
Damn it, Air Trainer.
All right.
No way.
Nike Kanye or Adidas Kanye?
Neither. The Nike. I do not own a pair.
Is the love for Kanye gone now?
I don't own not one pair of Yeezys.
No way.
Not one.
How come? What happened?
I never got on the hype of them. Only pair that I wanted was the Zebras, and I tried every time they released it. I never got them, and I'm not paying resale for them. I refuse to pay for resale.
That point.
But that's the only pair I ever wanted, and everything else was just, it was, to me, I never got caught up in the hype of the Yeezy wave. But I'm very opposite also. So I never caught it. So I never will have a pair either, probably.
Fair. All right, that leads us into the next one. Ultra Boost versus Presto.
That's a good matchup.
Yeah. And because I'm older, I'm going to go Ultra Boost. Comfort.
Fair. Comfort versus look.
Ooh.
Comfort, of course.
I'm going to go Vane. I'm going to go look.
Look.
No way.
All right, the last one. Cherry 12 versus Flu Game 12.
I'm going to go Cherry. I'm going to go Cherry.
Fair. Great answers. Lovely.
Great run. Great run.
Great one, great one. Guys, comment section, please rate Kiki's answers out of 10 by your discretion. Remember, there's no right or wrong with this, but by your discretion, let's know what you think about Kiki's answers.
They're probably like,
All right.
Hardcore Kanye fans
I
gonna give her like what?
No,
2
so
out of 10.
shout out to all the people that love the Yeezys. I just, y'all do y'all thing. That y'all can have it. I'm good. Shout out to y'all.
Okay, you're getting some good scores here.
Oh, yes.
9,
Hey.
9.5, 10. Oh, 10.
All right.
So
Grant says you got an 8. Rick Dobb says 10/10. Mina says 9. Desi says 7.
Desi's no fan of you.
Pakashak says 10.
All right.
I think it's a unanimous decision. Everyone says you won. So, yeah, 100%. Kiki, you are one of the few people I know or I've seen on social media who go past 14 when it comes to Jordan.
Ooh.
What's your favorite Jordan after the 14 line?
Dang it. You asking some hard questions.
We want to get to know you better. That's why.
Dang it. Ooh. I'm looking at them now. I'm looking at different ones to try to see. 15. I kind of want to be petty and controversial on purpose. It's not, I wouldn't even say it's my favorite, but just because people hate it so much, I want to say it because people hate it. The 15, I know people hate 15 so much. Jesus, it's such a good one. I guess I'll go. I like the 16s a lot.
Yeah, 16s.
I like 16s. I have the cherry woods. I have the gingers. Ugh, that's a hard one. We'll just go with we'll just rock with 16 for now,
16.
even though I like all of them because I have all of them. But 15 is my honorary mention because y'all hate them so much.
But Bassett says he's gonna give you a 9.5 because you picked the Air Force over the Superstars.
Oh,
yes, Polar. Polar is in the building.
What up, Polar? Yeah, the Air Force is such a classic silhouette. I talked about it in our last show on If the Shoe Fits. The shell toe is very iconic as well. They're both iconic silhouettes, but I just feel like from back then, the impact it had, and it's still being such a present day, still being a big silhouette. That's the only reason why I went with Air Force One, because from then to now, it's still super prevalent. Super, super prevalent. You're still going to get an Air Force One. People still wear shell toes, but the impact is not as big as it was back then, in my opinion.
No, it's a fact. It's a fact. I agree with you. King Kote says, just want to tell her battle with Polar was dope.
Oh, yeah.
You got fans in the building.
Shout out to Polar. Polar got too much money for me. I'm too cheap.
Vicky, so what's your if there are any women out there who are watching this live or going to rewatch this live and you have an advice, like one advice to give to them if they're interested in collecting sneakers or going into sneakers, what would it be?
Be unapologetically you. Don't feel that you need to conform. Don't feel that you need to look a certain way. Don't feel that you have to have certain pairs in order to be in this space. You can wear what you like and what you want, but as long as you're confident and it's you, it'll go over well. I tell people that all the time, especially once I started growing my page. That was the biggest thing, was that I let people kind of come inside my world and see me. Everything that I post or how I post or it's me. I'm not trying to be nobody else. I don't try to dress like anybody else. I don't care if you don't like my shoe. I really don't. So once you get into that space, then it becomes more fun because I enjoy this. It's fun for me because I'm being me. I don't try to keep up a persona that's not me. So I always tell people, just be you. That's the easiest thing to do, is to be you. And don't feel that pressure of social media to have certain pairs and always have the latest drop. I have not bought one shoe and okay, I just lied. I was about to lie. I was about to say I haven't bought a pair in January, but it was a reach back. It was a Black History Month edition, so it wasn't like it was a new cop. But as far as new releases, I haven't bought anything in January. One, there just hasn't been really much out like that. But I don't feel the pressure of trying to keep up with anybody. So just be confident, you know, be you. And don't just forget what people think and what they say. You're going to have people that may not like it or like it. It is what it is. But you just be you, buy what you like. We hear that all the time. They say buy what you like and then judge you for buying what you like. No, buy what you like. Like, and I never judge anybody. If you just like follow my interactions for a day, all I do is like whatever. I don't, if it's not my cup of tea, I just keep scrolling. I will never take time out of my day to say that's trash, that's ugly. Why did you wear that? That to me, that's pointless. It's a waste of energy. I don't put out any of that negativity. I only try to put out positive and loving things. So, like I said, that's one of my goals for 2024 is to make women feel more comfortable in this space. And like I said, I'll take the brunt. I'll be the trailblazer. I'll take it because a lot of these dudes don't want it. They don't, because I hurt your feelings in a nice way, in a very nice way. But when it comes to sneakers, ironically speaking, I know my shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's that confidence. You know, just be confident. And as a woman, it's already hard enough. Just as society, with all of the eyes and the judgment we have on us, it's even intensified within this smaller space in this community. So just be confident in who you are and just, you know, wear what you want to wear and go for it. If you want to come into this community, we welcome you with open arms. Come on.
Kiki, so yeah, that well said actually. And as a woman in the sneaker space, do you feel the brands are doing enough to make women feel a bit more inclusive, or what do you think they can improve on, if not?
I think they're doing a really good job. You know, spaces like this, you guys having me on, you know what I'm saying, is an honor, and that's a good step. That's the best thing you can do is just support us, you know, using y'all platform to let us, you know, have a voice and introducing me. There's people that never heard of me, but now know me because of you guys. So, you know, just doing stuff like this. And when you see a woman that's dope, double tap, comment, you know, hit her up, follow, whatever, you know, because that helps, you know, kind of boost her confidence within this space. So just keep doing that. You know, there's still a lot of guys that haven't caught it yet. Still a lot of haters. I'd say 99% of the hateful comments that I get are men. Women usually don't do that. It's usually always men. That's trash. You look what you wore was trash. I'm like, I would never wear that. Oh, I would hope not. This is a woman's outfit. I mean, I don't know what your life is, but I don't know. I could never. Well, okay. Well, I don't want to date you, so we're good because I don't want to. So it's just continue to support women. If you see a dope woman, you know, give her a hand clap, give her a like, hit her up. Like, you know, that goes a long way. Can it be better? Yes, but I think we're making great strides because, like I said, sharing this platform with you guys, being on multiple shows with guys. I have 2 other shows where I'm on a panel full of men that are very supportive, that show me love, that are always rooting for me, that always support me. They've been popping into this live. I've been seeing them come in. So that support is the biggest thing, and making us feel confident to be in this space.
All right.
Appreciate y'all so much. I really do.
I thank you. Thank you. Kiki, I think you dropped your crown. Your answers have been on point, and there's so much that I am learning while speaking to you, not just about your personality, but just in general. You've just you are amazing. You're amazing. You're amazing. And I'm not saying it just because you're here. It's a fact. Thank you.
Yeah, you're going to talk shit about me when I get off, man. Yo. That's my horse voice.
Right.
Let's take a few comments. I think Polar Bear says you're giving she's giving me a lot of inspiration personally. Thank you for that. And then
that means a lot, Polar.
Kick says, I love your answer, Kiki. And Pack Attack says, I appreciate you, Kiki. I can tell you are comfortable in your own skin.
Yes.
And then Polar Bear says, being a hater gives you bad skin and teeth.
It does. Makes your skin really bad. It really does. It does. It really, really does.
And then Pack Attack says, the color schemes you put together, I can tell, Kiki, you got a fashion sense as well. And Polar Bear says, and this woman holds her own damn well too.
Oh,
great.
Yeah, I can definitely hold my own. That's I appreciate Polar saying that, because his collection is crazy. I'm too damn cheap to have a collection like that. I just can't. I'm cheap, but that means a lot. That means a lot. But I do think I can hold my own. My collection is pretty dope.
Is it?
You know, I walk in here all the time, and I'm just like, I love it. But I think I tell people that's what your collection should be. You shouldn't have a collection where you have a lot of shoes that you don't like and you only bought just so you can say you had them. I actually love my collection, and I love sitting in here and just spending time in here and just chilling. Like, this is like my she room. You know, this is like, you know, the man cave. This is my space that I created. You know, I have a TV in here. I have artwork up. Like, this is my zen space. So yeah, I love it.
Would it be fair to say most of the shoes in your collections were bought at retail price? For example, De La Soul behind you.
Retail or below.
Okay.
Retail or below.
I love that. Retail or below.
Yeah, these were, how much I got these for a steal. I got these for 150.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so, and I got the highs up there too. And I got those for 150 as well.
Wow.
So
love that.
Yeah, I'm very cheap, but I think that goes with being patient. I don't feel the need to buy and jump immediately because I know how this market goes, and I know once people get tired of it, it's gonna drop. So I like to wear my stuff when people get tired of it anyway. So I'll wait years. Yeah. Those came out in 2015. I didn't get mine until 2020, maybe 2021, 2020. Wow. I'll wait.
Okay.
I'll wait. I don't have issue. I'm like, I have so many other sneakers that I can wear. I don't feel pressed to get a shoe unless it's just one that I like wanted back in the day and I needed, and it's like, oh yeah, I need to have that, which is rare. It's really rare.
Right. Kiki, what's your favorite women's collab?
Ooh, I have to say my Jordan 2 Vashti. Okay. And I say the Vashti because she was the first to do it. Yeah. She's the first one to get a Jordan collab. And it's one of my favorite pairs. Actually, I got to show this too.
Yep, sure. Guys, if you have any question, please drop it in the comment section or use the question feature.
And you see how quick I grab shoes. It's so funny because people are like, how do you know
where stuff is? Where they are?
Yeah, I know where everything is. I know. As you can see, I pull stuff quick. I know where stuff is. I know what I have. It is, even though it doesn't look like it, it's very well organized. From working in the shoe store, a lot of people, when they see my post, they're like, it looks like a shoe store in there. Like, yeah, that's how I have it set up. But all my Jordans are in order from 1 to, all the way up. Is how I have it. That's on that side over there. So yeah, it's organized. Even though it don't look like it, it is organized. So yeah, I just got these last year. So this is one that I wanted when it released back in 2015, and I never was able to get it. It was not a lot of pairs. It was only, a grade school women's, type shoes, so there weren't a lot of them. But I missed them when it came out. So I was on the hunt for years for these because they were so rare. Not only was the price bad, but it was just you couldn't find them. That was the hardest thing. So I finally found a pair, and I think I only paid like 160, I think, for mine. Yeah. Ooh. So again, I waited. I've seen plenty of pairs come across. They wanted 1,000. Yeah. I was like, shoot, never. 1,500, never. 900, you tripping. So I just wait. But if you don't know about this shoe, Vashti was the first woman to collab with Jordan. And this is her silhouette. It's like a purple violet. Yeah. The shoelaces have the glitter. And when I got these, of course, I was so excited and I posted them, and Vashti liked it. She commented, she shared. So I was just like beside myself, over the moon, that she took the time out to actually like it, comment it, and shared it. Like, this is really dope. So this is one of my favorite women collabs, like I said, because she was the first. She's the trendsetter. She was the groundbreaker. And she kind of opened the door for the Aleli Mays, the Melody Asanis, the Tiana Taylors. She opened the door for them. So it's definitely got to be this one. Definitely got to be this one.
Love that. Mr. Simpson wants to know if you have the pink Just on twos.
You said what?
Mr. Simpson wants to know if you have the Just Dawn twos, the pink one.
Yes, of course I do. I would have the whole pack, except for the blue ones didn't come in my size. But yeah, that's another one that is a Don C. I love him. I hope I get to meet Don C. I'm gonna speak it. I'm confident that I will get to meet Don C. one day. I'm very confident of that.
Amen to that.
His designs and what he does with sneakers.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Do y'all want to see it?
Yep.
I don't know if y'all want me to pull it.
Yep. We want to see it. Guys, if you're not following Kiki, please hit the arrow top, drop down, and then follow.
There again, see how fast I got it. It don't take long. Beautiful shoe. I love that quilting does something to me. I don't know.
Yep.
The inside is all leather on the inside of the shoe. Like, it's just, yeah, he just kills it. He kills it every time. Every time. I have the Don C Legacies 312s. I don't know if people know about those, but I'm just a fan of Don C, period. So if he's doing a shoe, 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna get it because he's just amazing. I'm bitter that I can't get the pack because the blue ones only came in men's. It didn't make small sizes, so I can't finish the pack. So,
James, the Giant Killer, has asked the question I was going to go up next to. So, if you could have your own collab shoe, which brand would you collaborate with, and which silhouettes would you work on? But James has gone further to add what will be the materials and what will be the color.
Ooh. I used to say like a Saucony or a New Balance, but I don't say that anymore because they're so popular now. Ideally, I would say probably a Nike SB Dunk, just because I love the SB department. I love what they do. I love how they support their athletes. I love the freedom they give, whether it be the person, the athlete, or the boutique or whoever. I love the openness that they give them. It's like no parameters. So I kind of love that. And the Dunk silhouette is such a cool, simple silhouette. You can do so much. Just even from the ones behind me, from the Scribbles to the De La Souls to the UNO Pandas, you can add so many different materials, colors, textures, and I love it. So I think if I had to go more commercial, I probably would do a Nike SB. And I probably would have some animal on there, some crazy funky colors, maybe some different textures, some suede, some leather. Like I would have just tons of different textures and colors. That would be more of my ideal. But second would probably be Reebok. I love what Reebok is doing with Shaq taking over, having Allen Iverson on the helm as well too. I'm really excited to see what they do, coming in the next few years. But I would love to work with Reebok now for that resurgence that they're about to have. With signing some of these new people and these new athletes, I'm like, my eyebrows is up. I'm like, I see you. I see you. So doing like a Reebok
they're
pump,
cooking.
I think would be really fun. Yeah, they cooking. They cooking up something real good over there, and I'm just waiting. Like, come on, what you got? Dunks do have the best storytelling too. That's why I give the Dunk silhouette, specifically SBs. To me, SB Dunks have the best colorways of any silhouette, period. Across the board. The best storytelling, the best colors, any theme type sneaker. They have the best theme sneakers, hands down, in my opinion.
And do you know why? Because of what you said. They have so much creative freedom that you actually get people designing what they actually,
what they want.
Yeah.
Yes, so, it's so beautiful.
That is
like I watched a documentary on like some of the original athletes that started that department. And it's a really good documentary. I can't think of the name off the top of my head. I think I watched it on YouTube. I love documentaries and learning. That's another thing. That's why I know so much about sneakers. I actually love learning the history and watching the documentaries and why, you know, following the artists. Why did you do this? Why did you choose that? That makes me fall in love with the sneaker even more. But just seeing how those initial athletes coming into the department, how much love and support they gave them, the freedom, way better than Nike basketball, Jordan, I'm sorry, any of them. They really support them and say, hey, what do you want? Do what you want. This is your shoe, do it. You know what I mean? It's not all these parameters, and just whatever you envision, go for it. And I love that.
Love that answer. Love that answer. We got a question here from will Kiki be showing shoes on the parking lot today? I don't know what
probably is that
who
asked that question?
That's 410 B more.
Yeah, that's it. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, B more. I'm gonna pull up.
Good. And then we got another one from Minachi. She's asking, if you had a chance to plan a sneaker event, what kind of event would you plan?
That's a great question, because I am gonna plan one. So that's a really good question. That is one of my goals. I don't know. Who knows? It could happen this year. Like I said, I know initially at the beginning of this first quarter of the year, starting with SneakerCon Philly, I'm literally going to be on the move. I have SneakerCon Philly. I'm hosting a sneaker event here in Raleigh, the Kickback Expo. I'm going to be hosting that. I'll be out in LA for an event there with my sis BR Kicks in LA. That's in March. So I'm really trying to just like get out and kind of survey and go to as many events as I can. So I can kind of try to pick and choose and kind of get some pointers for when I do one, how I want it to be. I definitely know I want it to be very inclusive. I don't want it to be an event where it's like invite only or just only certain people feel that they can come. I literally want it to be something where everybody feels comfortable and safe and can have fun, not judge, like a judge-free zone is really what the vibes that I want. But I definitely do want to cultivate like an event, and it'll be more like of a mixer, kind of not necessarily like a sneaker con type thing where it's like, you know, we might have some vendors and stuff too, but more so just to mix and mingle, you know, and build the community. So like a mixer type vibe is what I'm really envisioning in my head, where we can just meet. You know, a lot of us know each other through social media, but where we can actually meet face to face, have a conversation face to face, and kind of put our hands on each other, you know, to get that vibe back. But that's what I'm thinking. So it's in the works. It's definitely something I'm planning on doing. And I've been getting a lot of good feedback from people like, I would come. I would come.
Mina,
if you do it.
Get your tickets ready.
Yeah. I gotta take a flight. Come on over. Come on over
Kiki,
to my time zone.
Let us know if there's anything that we can also do. If it's like with promo or anything that you need us to do, just let us know, and then we're happy to support you.
Ralph,
see that,
you know what?
That right there, that's an example of what you can do. That right there, that is what we appreciate. That is a perfect example of how men can support women in this space. That right
Ralph,
we got you. We got you for real, sis.
Ralph, you know why Mina asked that question? You know that, right? She's already planned the ticket already. Like she's ready to like.
Let's go.
What? She's gonna be there.
Yes. Come on. And I'll be right here. Welcome. I was like, what?
Right. We were supposed to mix the two segments of the show, which was like to initially the first segment of the show is to talk more about you, and then the second segment is about having a look at the shoes in your collection. And the plan was to mix it today, but we enjoyed talking with you so much that I didn't think it was right to have you moving back and forth whilst we're enjoying the conversation so much. So now I think we would want to move into the second segment of the show so people can see some of the shoes that are in your collection. So yeah, we'll start off with us mentioning a few categories, and then you tell us which sneaker falls within that category. And after that, the floor is yours to show us as many shoes as you want.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So we start off with your favorite music inspired shoe?
Ooh, those two. I'm gonna have to go with the De La Souls though, for sure.
Is it okay to pull it out, like, so that people can see what you're talking about? Yeah.
That one's easy. And the high is up there too, but so this is the low. This is a 2015 one. I was when I was in a sneaker battle, I pulled this one and won. And everybody was talking junk about this one like it wasn't a legit sneaker, like it should be the 2005 high. But I think people just didn't want me to win, but whatever. Both of them are legit. The 2005 high of this and the 2005 low of the white are iconic as well. So all four of them, in my opinion, are chef's kiss. I'm still on the hunt for the 2005 white low pair. It's just hard to find. It just, in my size, there's not a lot of them. So it's not an easy find. Everybody's, oh, you got it easy because you got a small stick. No. Especially when it comes to like SBs, where you know they go down to a men's like 5 and 4 and stuff. It's not easy for me to find these. So, but yeah, I love the SBs. To me, again, the quality, the details, what they allow them to do, the different textures. To me, beautiful shoe. Beautiful shoe.
Facts. Great choice. Smalls, do you want to take the next one?
Yeah. What is the oldest pair in your collection?
I love this question.
One sec, I'll be back. Bear with me.
Love this question. So I actually have, trying to make sure it's still the oldest, because I done picked up a couple of other pairs. No, I think it's still the oldest. It's my 92 Huarache, that emerald green. That was easy. So I don't have the lid, but I still have the old box. So you can see how old this box is.
Yeah.
But this is an iconic pair. They're still wearable. I still wear them. This is from 92. If you go, there's like a few different people with these on like covers and stuff like that. If you go back and look at some old photos from like the 90s back in the day, there's I want to say, did MC Light have them on in one of her shoots? If I'm not mistaken, she did. But I've seen, it's, you know, if you go back and look, but yeah, I have these. This is probably the oldest I got right now. I don't have any like, 85s or anything like that. That would be ideal. I told y'all I'm cheap. Probably never get a pair of those at that price unless somebody gifts it to me. But yeah, these are my favorite, and you can see they're in excellent condition. Still in really, they're not coming apart. Like I said, I still wear them. Excellent condition, but classic silhouette. That Huarache is just chef's kiss. Chef's kiss.
All right. You've already mentioned the most sentimental pair in your collection, so I'm gonna skip that question for now.
Okay.
Your favorite collab all time?
Ooh, all time. That's tough. That's really tough. All time?
Yeah, all time.
Yikes. Of course, I'm looking around like, Jesus.
Should we put a pin in that?
Good ones. Yeah, there's so many good ones. Jesus, it's so rough.
Okay.
Yeah, put a pin in
that. Okay, cool. Okay, so first day of school, which shoe would you like to rock up in?
First day of what?
Of school. Like, you're going back to school. Which pair would you like to, and why?
I'd probably say my Nike Dunk Low composition notebook from that Nike book collection. They are, where are they? Hold on.
Bro, I'm enjoying this show so much. I've enjoyed it.
50s. I'm trying to think if I need to get my step ladder for thugs. I might have to get my step ladder for thugs.
If you can't reach it, don't worry. We can skip and then go on to the next one.
Yeah, I have to go get my ladder short. Up there, I see him.
Yeah.
But I guess secondary would be one I could get, which would be the scribbles.
Oh.
So it's got the crayon marking all over it. So it's just very, Crayola-ish.
Yeah.
And they have the Crayola dunk that goes with this too. But just because I can reach this one, we'll go with that one.
Ralph,
great choice.
Mr. Simpson saying, read his question.
Yes. Okay. Mr. Simpson says, what does Kiki think of the evolution of sneaker culture over the years? Oh, that's a good question.
Hold on, let me sip my water.
Are you guys ready for the answer?
So, again, I'm very adamant of changing the culture and the atmosphere. I know I'm only one woman, but I'm really trying to change the vibe. I dislike the fact that it's such a judgment place. It's a place of judgment. And it just feels like everybody wants to be clones. Everybody wants to look the same. And in my time of sneakers, early 2000s, late 90s, early 2000s, kind of really me getting into it, it was really about being more unique in yourself. It was cool to have a pair of sneakers that people didn't have or haven't seen. Now it's like, what are those? I've never seen those. Nobody has those. Ew. I don't like that. So that sense of just like everybody is just clout chasing. It's all about just the money. So I kind of think that over time it's kind of lost that. It's more about the money and the glitz and glamour of it versus the passion and the knowledge and the love for sneakers. So I get little glimmers of it, within spaces like this or different lives or just the space that I curate around me. I try to make sure that kind of gets that vibe back. But I kind of hate that it's so judgmental. I don't like that part about it. Like I said, very clout chasing and just you have to have this and you don't have those. You don't have a pair of Travis Scotts. You're lame. And I don't think that it has to be that. It's just I want it to be a sense of people being unique again. There's no uniqueness in it anymore. It's literally when you scroll, you see the same thing every time you're scrolling, which is why I'm very intentional of pulling the things that I pull because you don't see it. I'm trying to be refreshing on your timeline. Do I have some of the same sneakers you have? Of course I do. But we've seen them already, especially if it's a new release. You see it all over your timeline. You're going to see, let's say that Jordan 1 Chicago Reimagined. You've seen it every second. Just scroll. That's all you saw. Great shoe. But it's like everybody feels they have to be so boxed in. And it's like, no, I'm going to pull a Jordan 1 Alpha mid on purpose. Like I do stuff like that. So just making people feel comfortable to be unique. There's no uniqueness at all. So I don't like that part of it. Like I said, the judgment. So it has its perks. It's easier to get things now. I will say that because we have it right here. We could just go online and order it and it'd be at our doorstep. So that's one evolution I do like is the convenience of getting sneakers. So that's a positive of it. Not all negative.
Well,
fantastic answer, Kiki. You keep dropping your crown, but please pick it up.
Oh, sorry, let me pick it up. I'm sorry. I put it back on. Even though I got no hair. Put it back on.
No,
Kiki,
lovely answer.
What is your favorite GR you've got in your collection?
Ooh, there's so many. I'm like the GR queen around these parts because I'm so cheap.
Today's GRs are tomorrow's grails.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very true.
I've seen a few.
Very true.
I've seen a few.
Very true.
We're going to see a few more in maybe 2-3 years to come.
Yep.
Most of these sneakers we're seeing on sale now.
And I've been grabbing it. Give it to me. I got one. It's kind of controversial too. It is the what is it? The Jordan 1. I think it's like the University Gold Volt. It's one of those. Volt is a Volt.
Kiki, you've been in our good books. Don't ruin this for us.
You're still there.
I gotta be controversial on purpose. All right. Let's see. Where is it?
Yeah, pack attack. True. When the GRs go on sale, we grab them quick. Recently,
Yes.
I even had to return a shoe that I got at retail because it went on sale, so I could buy it from the sale price.
It's that you playing around the system.
Oh yeah, yeah, bro. With the way the economy is, you have to.
Yeah,
yeah.
You have to.
Maybe luck is on your side.
But
for some reason, I said maybe luck is on your side for some reason. I can't. Oh, there it is. Never mind. It's on your side. Found it.
Rob, you know your tactic. It came back to bite me in the ass, because the airships, the prove yourself.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I thought those were going to sit, so I thought, you know what? So I was like, nah, can't wait. I went back on Offspring to buy it. It was gone. Yeah.
Actually, pull this one too. You said that.
All right.
This was the other one I was gonna pull. This one was the other one I was gonna pull. But if you haven't learned anything, I wouldn't even say controversial. I purposely go left and y'all go right. So a lot of times I'll say I like a sneaker or be drawn to it because people don't like it. It makes me like it more. People like, oh, that's ugly. I'll be like, I love it. So I'll give you two. So the Jordan 1, this one. This shoe sat.
Yep.
Nobody liked this shoe. It's called ugly.
Yep.
They hated it. They don't like the details. The details of me are what makes it interesting to me. With that, that tag, this is flipped around on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
The color blocking, people hated the color blocking. I was like, it's unique. I love it. And I got it for $55. So I like them. I think it may be a pair, maybe that might go up, maybe years down the line. People might respect it a little bit. But this shoe is sad. People hated it. It was trash. But I loved it. It was a great steal for me. It was a great $55 Jordan 1 pickup. And then the other one, which I think is a great GR, which is it snuck into my top 10 of last year, at the end of last year, since we were talking about airships. Camo airship.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you know what? I saw the
I was making fun of this.
Yeah. I saw the fit you did with this, and it was fire.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. I love these. Quality on these. People sleep big time. I don't think they're sleeping on them. I just think they're just not hype because they're selling. But I think because it's a shoe, just like with this one and the Jordan 1 I showed, they're doing a lot. They can be intimidating when you're trying to dress, put an outfit on. So I think that's why people don't like it. Like the Jordan 5 plaid, grade school. I loved them. People hate them. I love them.
Kiki,
amazing.
Just as I said, Mr. Simpson said you were doing so well until now.
See, I love it. That's what I love. Because of these. What, these?
Nah, I love those. I love those actually. Oh, lovely.
What fit you wearing with those airships? I already go to my page. I already posted it. I've worn it. It was very, very out there too. I
saw that. Rob, it was fire, to be honest. It was fire.
Rob.
The next one would be favorite movie inspired or comic character inspired shoes.
Ooh. Movie or comic? Of course, everybody would probably pull like the Spider-Man one.
Spider-Man's, yeah.
I would never, because everybody would pull. Let's see. Movie inspired. Those. Or you said comic, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna go with these.
James.
They're very themed, but it's good. This movie scared the crap out of me, but
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Vans did an amazing job.
I know what
with this collection.
They're coming to pull out.
My Freddy Krueger's. This is an amazing fan. I love this shoe. I need to clean up on them because I did wear them.
Still.
I love these. I love these.
Fire.
When I wear them, of course, I wear them during Halloween. I always get compliments just from the blood splatter on them.
Yeah.
The striping from the sweater. It's a great shoe. But again, this shows my diversity. I don't just wear Nike and Jordan. I wear all brands. And I really love Vans. Vans is another one I think people sleep on, their theme shoes and the IDs and the things that they do. I think they do a really good job. This Nightmare on Elm Street pack, this House Horror pack was great. Really, really, really good pack.
Facts. Do you know what? This is something a bit controversial to a lot of people, but the SB Freddy Krueger's, the design and the Vans, I would say the Vans is right up there with the Freddy Krueger's. Let's forget about resale price, but when it comes to the looks and beauty, this shoe is right up there. The Vans is great.
Yes. That's probably as close as I'll get because that SB is, again, y'all know I'm cheap. The rock and roll Van. Van has great theme shoes. They're really, really good.
And you know what? I was saying this sometime last year. Vans did a collaboration with Palm Angels, and you know how sometimes when sneaker brands collaborate with high-end or high fashion brands, they tend to raise the prices quite high, but Vans kept the price low. So I'll give them massive credit for that. Vans are doing great.
Shout out to Vans. Vans has some really dope stuff. Like if I went second to my De La Souls for music would be the Tribe Called Quest Vans. Those are ridiculous.
I haven't seen them before. Have you? Is it in good. Thank you.
Yeah, I was gonna ask.
So of course, Tribe Called Quest, if anybody doesn't know, obviously is a music group as well. But I have two different ones. I have the high and the low. So the details on the shoe. So the lyrics are on the laces. You got Bonita Applebaum here. No, it's crazy. You have the measurements, Bonita Applebaum measurements here. You got the little men on the back. Crazy. Is that Vans? The people be sleeping on Vans. Vans with collabs, like you brought that up, and I'm like, Vans with collaborating they do an amazing job with themes and collaborations. We got to give them their credit. But this is the Bonita Applebaum. This is the high, and then the low. Of course, you know that iconic. Their little, their symbol. Again, you got lyrics on the laces, the tongue. Got your the iconic Tribe Called Quest little men. They do a really, really good job. So shout out to Vans. You got the men on the inside and a Tribe Called Quest there. The little men dancing on the logo. So yeah, it's the details like that. This little shoes like this, I love. People like, that's it. Like, what? That doesn't have any value. Shoe is dope. When I wear these, people are like, wait a minute, what is that?
What are those?
That you're right. That with an all black outfit. Oof.
Stand out.
Let that sneaker pop.
Stand out.
Did I make up for putting out the Am I back in your good graces now?
We're gonna have to
always
wait for that.
Okay. Give me some. I got it. I can get you back.
Yo.
Is Kiki back in your good books now?
Yeah, she is. We need to check with Mr. Simpsons though.
Okay. Am I back in your good graces with the Vans? Like, come back up.
So this is gonna be a tough one for you, Kiki, and I think you would agree with me. What's your most complimented shoe? Like the one that when you pull out turns a lot of heads. I'm saying it's gonna be difficult because I've seen a lot of crazy shoes in your collection, which
I was gonna say that's like my middle name. It's crazy. That makes me stand out. Probably I would go with. I pulled this one because it's right here, and I wore this on my last year. You don't see these very often either. But my Air trainers. It's
That looks
probably hard to
different.
see it with the light, but it's all iridescent.
The entire upper is iridescent.
Yes, entire. Yes. Yes.
Oof.
These are the, is this the Pro Bowl one, I think? Is he one of the Super Bowl ones or the Pro Bowl, and I can't remember the top of my head because it's out of that pack. But yeah, the crazy. This is I like standout shoes like this, whereas like you put it on, you can't help but see me.
Yeah.
You're gonna see me.
Yeah.
A lot of
Yeah.
people don't have the balls to wear this shoe either because it's doing so much, but I love it. Absolutely love it. Like I said, the lighting, you can tell it's all iridescent because of how the lighting won't even really let you see it that good. But it's all iridescent.
This is fire. This is fire. See,
I'm coming
the
back
comments,
up.
the
Yes, come on
comments
now.
stand out.
Let's go.
Definitely would turn my head. And 10,000 pairs of sliders. She's climbing back up in the mountain now. Iridescent. Nah.
All right, Miss
Fire.
Simpson, I'm coming back up on that mountain. I'm a climber.
In the good books. Back in the good books.
I'll probably go back down, probably, but it's okay.
All right.
Kiki, you've low-key mentioned your most sentimental pair. Does that still stand? Can we
always
see that?
Yes.
Okay, you want to see it fair? Yeah.
And I still have OG everything. I don't know if people know about this box. Ooh. Old
Different.
school box. Old school box.
Keeps coming out.
Old school.
Yeah.
Nike postcard. 1996 stamp. So these are OGs. OGs. But this is the Air Flight Turbulence, worn by one of my favorite. It's worn by a few different people, but I think it was made most popular by Damon Stoudemire. Most people call these the Damon Stoudemires because he wore them, but I think Gary Payton wore them. A couple other people wore these as well, but he had commercials for them, and it became like his shoe that he wore on the court all the time. But yeah, this is definitely my most sentimental pair. Like I said, my best friend and I, who passed away, this was a sneaker we got together. And when she passed away, I don't know if anybody's ever lost anybody close to them. You kind of always look for a memory or something like a memento of them that kind of keeps reminding you of them so you don't forget, because life goes on.
Yeah.
And I remember sitting in my living room one day, and I have a picture of her up in my living room, so I can see her every day. But I was sitting there and I was like, dang, I want something to kind of like a thing that we did together or we shared, because we did a lot of things together. She was my best friend since first grade. So we literally grew up together. And it came to me so vivid, like, oh, the Air Flight Turbulence. I had it back then, but I hooped in it. I played basketball, so I actually hooped in the sneaker. And once it became it was an indoor hooping, then we had a goal at our house, so then I would play outside, then became a PlayStation, so I beat it. So I had to get it back. And I was on the hunt for this shoe for about 3 years, probably. And on New Year's Day, specifically on New Year's Day, like at 6 o'clock in the morning, about 2 years ago, I found it. It was dead stock, never been worn. As you can see, OG box, card, paper. It was only $110. I was like, yeah, this is meant for me to have. And it was my size. That wasn't beat. Because usually I can find it, but kids wear it, so it's usually beat. So it was like meant for me to have. So when I got it in, obviously I just was in awe, and I held it, cried like a baby. But it is definitely the most sentimental pair. I wore it on her, did I wear it on her birthday or her anniversary, her death this year? I wore it on her birthday this year. So I wear it usually like on either the anniversary or her death or her birthday. I'll pull them out. But this year I did wear it on her birthday, which was December 12th. So I pulled them out. You get to with them. I do wear them. I wear them.
Yeah.
Touching.
Yeah.
Love that.
That was deep.
Crazy.
That was deep. Are you gonna customize it a little bit, like maybe put her initial somewhere on the shoe or something like that, or you want to keep it OG?
You know what? I never thought about that. never thought about that. That's kind of a good. I probably will keep it how it
Yeah.
is, because I do have her tattooed on me, so I kind of have something
Yeah.
already, you know, with us on it. So I don't know. That's a good idea though. I like that.
Also,
May she rest in perfect peace
Yeah.
once more. Yeah.
Yes.
my condolences. Loki, you've kind of influenced me, and I'm already looking it up.
Bro, Loki or Fuki?
Hey.
Bro, Loki or Fuki? Kiki has
I
influenced
Loki,
all of us one way or the other. She has
I
facts.
look, I Loki want to get it. I'm
You
gonna
should.
lie.
I'm telling you, they are fire. They are fire.
I'll see if I can find a steal on eBay. To be honest,
Yeah,
before I
I'm
go
gonna
on
say go
StockX.
on, go on eBay, because I think I got mine on eBay.
Okay.
Yeah, because they're older. They're, you know, they're not like a, you know, I got all this old crap. They're like it's a new release. They're a few years. They're pretty a few years old. I can't remember what year they came out. You probably can see it on StockX, but yeah, it's a great pair. It's a great pair.
Right.
I've got one final question to ask, and it's not about shoes. It's more like a personal one. If you had any advice for younger Kiki,
Mm,
what would it have been?
mm. This is a good one. And I recently have been like mulling over this. So it's funny that you asked me this question, because I was actually thinking about this.
Wow.
For growing up, the biggest thing I did was I made myself small a lot.
Yeah.
It's probably hard to imagine now with how my personality is, but I was outgoing, but I still made myself small. I was a 3-sport athlete. I was always honor roll, so I was very smart. I was popular, but even in that, I still made myself very small, because I was always afraid of people not liking me, and I felt like, especially with women, other girls, especially girls, they didn't like me, and I didn't like that, and I couldn't figure out why they didn't like me. I always had a lot of male friends, but I didn't have a lot of female friends, which is why I clung on so tight to the ones I had, because I didn't have many. So I figured if I made myself a little less like you know, big, and my personality big, then maybe they like me. And my advice to younger Kiki would be, don't dim your light. You know, shine bright. Be who you are. And if people don't like you, or if your confidence or who you are offends them, that's a personal problem. It has nothing to do with you. But it took me, I honestly, I didn't start doing that probably about 3-4 years ago, to be quite honest. Like, I've always been confident. I would make myself small in a room, because when I walk in the room, I can command a room. You know, my presence is pretty big. I mean, I'm a bald-headed little chick. And I used to have crazy designs. It's grown out a little bit. But I used to have crazy designs, and I have crazy nails. So I stand out. But even in me standing out, I would still make my, like, you know, my style is very me. I like colors. You see, I got all iridescent shoe. But even then, I would make myself kind of small, because it's like, I don't want the hate. I don't want the negative attention, which a lot you're going to get. But it would be just to shine bright. And I tell people that all the time now. Don't make yourself small in spaces or rooms to make other people feel more comfortable, because they're still not going to feel more comfortable. All you're doing is making yourself small and feeling bad about yourself, and missing out on opportunities and shining to make other people feel more comfortable. Now my thing is that hopefully the way I am, my confidence and how I carry myself influences and help other people feel more comfortable to be who they are and shine through. Which is hard on social media. Like I said, we're in a space where everybody wants to be like everybody and look like everybody. So it's intimidating to be you and kind of step outside the box, and to be comfortable with being at the bottom of the mountain of somebody's list, or getting a 3 out of 10. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I pull a shoe and it's like, you have to be comfortable in that, because I like it, even though it's a shoe that people would, you know, be like, I like it. So it even with being confident, if you make yourself small, it will eat away at your confidence over time. You don't even realize it. So young Kiki, shine bright, be who you are, and don't dim your light for anybody. Family, friends, boyfriends, it don't matter. Don't dim your light. I refuse to do that now. I'm very unapologetic about who I am, and confident in who I am. And shine bright on purpose. Like I don't shy away from it now. That's the biggest thing.
Thank you. Thank you for that answer. And I'm sure a lot of people also watching this can relate to what you're saying. So thank you so much for the answer.
Long way, yeah.
I did say it was the last question, but something just popped up into my mind, and I want to ask you: can you give a shout out to 3 women in the space?
Oh God, the pressure. I did see Amos Jones Kick pop in. I don't know if she's still in here. I saw her pop in. Really, really dope. She's the woman that actually did the live with at the top of the year. Talking to her, and we really kind of, said we were going to Wonder Powers activate. She's really, really dope, doing some amazing things. She is a firefighter in Ohio. So she's just a superwoman. She's a mom, crazy collection, and her spirit is amazing. So shout out to her, because like I said, I did see her pop in. Oh God, it's so many.
I know.
Like I'm on the spot. I don't want to be like, Ash McMath. I don't know if she popped in. She might have popped in too. Ashley is another amazing woman. She's very chill, under the radar. Ash doesn't have to be in the spotlight, but Ash is going to support everybody. That woman will support any and everybody. She pulls up, she supports not just me, but everybody. I see her, watch her.
Yeah.
And anytime I go to like a post, she's already liked it. I see it. I'm just like, she is just on it. She's also a police officer, a wife, dope collection. Just another person that just has a great, great spirit. I hit her up the other day in her DM just to tell her, you dope. And I appreciate you, because she always supports. That's the most supportive person I've seen. And then lastly is another woman that I have, worked with closely, done lives with. I've never met in person yet, but we're going to meet. She does like the sneaker lives. She works with the sneakers app, but she's another one that I sit back and watch. As much as I talk, I watch. My grandmother always told me to always sit back and watch before you say a word. So I've always surveyed. So know that I've seen the show. I've sat back and watched. And went back and looked at stuff. I'm watching. And Tiana Denise is, I've been watching her, how she moves, and she's very genuine. When you get that kind of spotlight, you're gonna get a lot of hate and people being jealous and feeling like they should be in that spot and not you, or why did you get it? But with her, I understand, because she has a great spirit, and she's another one where I sit and watch her support so many people. She likes everybody's stuff. Like, it's just very supportive. And I was gonna hit her up and tell her the same thing, because I try to hit people up when I think about these things. But Tiana Denise is doing great things. She's a musician. Her music is dope. Like I said, you can catch her on the Sneakers app. She does the Sneakers lives. But that's a dope woman. I'm not really close with her, but like I said, I've done lives with her. We've interacted on multiple enough times, and just watching how she moves, she's all over the place at everybody's events. Like I said, she's constantly showing love on people's posts. That's the type of stuff that I'm watching. So shout out to her too. She's really, really amazing, very talented, great spirit.
Lovely. Thank you.
That was hard. And then everybody else. There's so many. Guys,
Shout out to everyone.
So many. It is so many. It's a lot. That's the thing I try to tell people. It's so many dope women in this space that blows my mind. It's like, it's so many of us. But again, just not really coming forward, or just kind of in the shadows. It's a lot of them.
Facts. Whew. Smalls, have you got any question?
We've gone past it, but
yeah.
It's one question we do ask our guests, and it's basically, who is a sneakerhead?
That's a good question, and that question gets asked a lot. And that's another word that I feel like I don't understand the backlash that it gets now, because I hear some people say, I don't want to be called a sneakerhead. And anytime they say that, I always ask why, because I'm curious. I like to ask questions. Why is that? A lot of people say I'm a connoisseur or a collector, or there seems to be some bad stigma behind sneakerhead. And I don't understand why, because there again, back in my time, the 90s or 2000s, we were sneakerheads. It wasn't a bad thing. It was just who you were. To me, a sneakerhead, it doesn't matter what you have. To me, a sneakerhead is somebody that's passionate and has a genuine love for sneakers beyond the resale value, beyond the hype. You could be a hype beast and be a sneakerhead. I think that's possible. But are you still passionate about the sneaker? Because we all like a sneaker that just might happen to be hype, but we still like it. Doesn't mean we don't like it. It's a beautiful shoe. We might like it. But if you're just only by hype, but there's still passion behind it, you're a sneakerhead. You might be a hype beast sneakerhead, but you're still hype. You know, you're a sneakerhead. So to me, it's about the passion, the connection that you have with the sneakers. Like, y'all interview a lot of people. You can tell when somebody starts talking about the shoe. There's this look that a sneakerhead gets on their face when they're explaining a shoe, or when they're like, "Yo, this shoe," like, it's a certain vibe and a look that you get when you talk about sneakers. I can't explain it, but y'all know what I'm talking about because you interview a lot of people. Versus, I got this, I got this, I got this one. Versus, there's a story behind each one and the details and why you bought it. To me, that's what a sneakerhead is. It goes beyond the shoe itself, the passion, the stories behind the sneakers, where you were at, what you were doing, why you bought it. Especially with a lot of the retros coming back. Like the Cherry 12 retro was major for me, not because of the shoe itself, but because I never got the Cherry 12s back then. For some reason, I just never had them. So, of course, when they retro, I was like, yes, finally, I can get a fresh pair around them, not trying to get them used. So I was excited about that, but just the little sentimental things, that to me is what a sneakerhead is. And I don't think it's a bad thing. I don't understand the bad. Call me a sneakerhead. I don't care. Call me a sneakerhead, sneaker connoisseur, sneaker collector, sneaker lover. I don't know. Whatever.
I love that answer.
Thank you.
I love that answer.
Actually, I've got one more. Do you know of the two SB Dunks, the City of Love, the two. Out of the two, which one would you go for? The burgundy or the coconut color?
Probably the burgundy.
Okay.
Just because it's more colorful. Like that itself is, for me, I'm drawn to colors. Vibrant. Like I don't. One of my homeboys, Mr. Miller, was laughing at me because I only have one pair of all black shoes. Because I don't.
And which one is that?
I don't like just some Air Max 90s.
Okay. Right. Reason why I asked, because I'm trying to decide which one, and I think I'll go as well. So yeah.
Yeah, I like it's just something about it that pops. I don't know. I like it. I like the color
Anyway,
better. Me
for anyone asking, it's these.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep. Right. Okay.
Dope too, though. But yeah, I see you already got some very grayish coconut shoes there. Looks like you got the unions up there.
Unions.
Yeah. So that's why I say go with the burgundy. That's just me.
Solid.
Nah,
all right,
he actually needs some color in his life, Kiki. You're right. He needs some color in his life.
Like I was looking back there. That's what I said. Yeah. You got the Alma Manier Jordan 1s back there. You got the Travis's. Very neutral color. We can get you some box.
Yeah. All right. All right. We'll fix that. I will fix that.
Kiki.
Right.
Been emotional. Honestly, like, we can't thank you enough. You have been incredible. I have enjoyed every single second. And I'm sure we could all sit here for hours hearing you talk.
Yes.
And
yes.
You're brilliant. You're amazing. And we honestly wish and pray that everything you want to do, everything you want to achieve in life goes well for you. And you have our full support. Do not hesitate to hit us up anytime. We love you so much, and keep shining, sis.
And that's with her voice fucked up as well. So just
imagine. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Yes. Y'all would be like, then they'd be like, oh my God, of course.
Hopefully we get to do this once again.
Yes,
sometime in the future. So
I would love to.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you for having me. This was so much fun.
Yeah.
Like you said, I can sit and talk about sneakers for hours. Again, sneakerhead, you can sit and talk about it for hours. There's another example of it. But yeah, I do hate. I feel like I robbed y'all with being hoarse, and I hate that. I apologize. You know, I tried to drink my tea and all of that before, so I could project as much as possible. But y'all catch me at another time. then you'll be annoyed by my voice. I have a very high-pitched, squeaky voice normally. So you just go to my page, look at some old stuff so you can hear what I really sound like. I don't really sound like this. I'm not a 10. But I do appreciate y'all so much for having me on. I appreciate the invite. I'm honored. Like when you hit me in my DM, I was like, I'm honored. I would be honored to come on anybody's platform and anybody's show.
Yeah.
To share your platform and your time and your space with me and your followers. Yeah, I have a great following. You have great support. You got my support.
Thank you.
Same likewise. If I can do anything, I love to use my platform to do that.
Thank you.
I did create a hashtag for Black History Month.
Yep.
It's called Kicking It BHM. So if you have any type of Black History Month thing, shoe or any type of that thing, tag me, use the hashtag. I am sharing all month long. So my stories will be full of just trying to share as many people as I can.
Yeah.
I'm trying to use my platform for good. A lot of us get this big following and don't do nothing with it other than just get likes and clout. For me, the only reason why I built my platform and continue to build it is so that I can pull and bring other people up and shed light on other dope people, because I realize you do have to have a little bit of a voice for people to listen. So I was like, once I realized that, I was like, all right, bet, okay, I'll do that. And that's one thing about me. Once I make my mind up to something, I'm gonna do it and I'm gonna be good at it. So I will continue to grow. And as I grow, I want to bring other people up and share my platform. And I think I will continue to grow because of that. So if you have an event, I tell everybody, you have an event, you're trying to promote something, just shoot it to me so I can share it. If I can show up and support, I will. That's my goal for all of 2024. But you guys keep doing what you're doing. Keep shining light on people and giving people this space and opportunity to talk about their passion and share their love for sneakers and really build a community. This is what I love. This is what I want to get back to, is it right here. So thank y'all so much. I'll have my voice, I promise.
We'll hold you to that.
And thank you, everybody that's been following. I appreciate it. I've been seeing it. Everybody in the comments, thank you for commenting. Thank you for all of the comments, the positivity. I love it.
Yeah.
Thank you for all the follows that I've got. I will try to go back through and follow you unless you're private. I ain't gonna lie, I don't follow private accounts because I don't know you. I don't know what you got. So I'm scared. I just put it out there. Put it out there. You gotta reach out to me and be like, hey, no, I'm cool.
Yeah.
I don't be, because I like my timeline to look a certain way.
Yeah. Fair point. Right.
Oh, Kiki, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yo.
Right.
Oh my God.
Guys, we've come to the end of the show, and thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for staying with us for 1 hour 48 minutes. So thank you all so much. Yes.
Sorry.
Thank you all so much. We love you guys, and please take care of yourselves and have a great week. Spread love, yeah? Spread love.
It's all love. All right. Peace.
Peace.